Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jihan Nabila. I'm the student of Faculty of Medicine Sultan Agung Islamic University, Semarang, Indonesia. As we may know, randomized control trial or RCT are the gold standard study design used to evaluate the safety and effectiveness of healthcare intervention. Today, I'm going to read an RCT article entitled Effectiveness of Spironolactone for Women with Acne vulgaris or SAFA in England and Wales. Pragmatic, multicenter, phase 3, double-blind, randomized controlled trial. Using Consort checklist 2010. The term Consort stands for Consolidated Standard of Reporting Trial. It provides guidance or recommendation for reporting all randomized controlled trials. I have divided my presentation into 4 parts. First, I am going to find the item of the Consort checklist of the title and abstract, and as well as introduction in the article. After that, I'm going to find the item of the Consort checklist of method followed by result in this RCT article. And then I'm going to find the item of the Consort checklist in the discussion. Finally, I will summarize my presentation. First of all, in identification of component of the lethal using spice. So basically, this article is the report of finding of study evaluated the effectiveness of an intervention called spironolactone for the treatment of the condition called in the population of women in England and Wales. Let's begin by the title, abstract, and the introduction. So the first one is 1B, 1E, identification as a randomized trial in the title. The next one is 1B, structure summary of trial design, methods, result, and conclusion. For specific guidance, see Consort for abstract. And the next one is 4B. 4B is settings and location where the data were located, which is in this journal is primary and secondary healthcare and adverse setting in the community and on social media in England and Wales. Okay, next is 4B. 4B is we got 3 4B, setting and location where the data were located, which is in US and European guidelines such as role for spironolactone in the management of acne in women. The third one is the spironolactone for adult female acne or SAFA trial aim to evaluate whether spironolactone improve acne in women with persistent facial acne compared with placebo in addition to use of standard topical care. Next, 3A, description of trial design, including allocation ratio, which is the parallel treatment arms. Okay, next is 3B, important change to method after trial commencement with reason. In the text, we revised the target sample size, the tolerator, and made amendments to allow retention of search participants during the COVID-19 pandemic through flexible trial procedure, particularly through remote follow-up. Next, the yellow highlight, we can find the 4A, which is eligibility criteria for participant. We can find that participants were eligible for inclusion if they were women aged 18 years or over with facial acne for at least 6 months, had acne of sufficient severity to warrant treatment with oral antibiotic as judged by the trial clinician, and had an investigator global assessment of at least 2. And terus we move to number 5. Number 5, which is the intervention for each group with sufficient details to allow replication, including how and when they were actually administered. Trial participants were randomly assigned to receive either 50 milligrams spironolactone or matched with placebo, 1 tablet daily for the first 6 weeks and then 2 tablets daily at 6 weeks, providing the participant was tolerating side effect. Treatment continued for 24 weeks in both groups. Okay, next is 6A. 6A is completely defined pre-specified primary and secondary outcome measure, including how and they were assessed. We can find the outcome in the blue highlight. The primary outcome was comparison of the mean acne QOL symptom subscale score between groups at 12 weeks, adjusted for baseline variables. The acne QOL contains 19 questions with 7 response categories. It's referring to the past reported in 4 domains: self-perception, role social, and then I found the 30B, which is for each group losses and exclusion after randomization together with reason. This one. And then the 16, for each group number of participant, denominator include in each analyzed and whether the analyzed were by original assigned group. And then the 13A, for each group, the number of participants who were randomly assigned received intent treatment and were analyzed for the primary outcome. So the table 1, I found the 50 and 60, which is 50 is a table showing baseline, demographic, and clinical characteristic for each group. And then the 16 is for each group number of participants included in each analysis and whether the analysis was by original assigned group. Okay. Next, we got 7A, how sample size was determined. A total target sample size of 346 participants was initially estimated, or 434 participants, allowing for 20% loss to follow up during the trial. The target sample size was reduced to allow for correlation between baseline and follow-up measure, allowing for the correlation with baseline of 0.2293 and a deflation factor 1/p. The revised target sample size was 398 participants, 199 per arm. Next, the blue highlight is 11A, which is if done, who was blind after assignment to intervention. For example, participant, care provider, thus assessing outcome and how. So, participants were randomly assigned in 1/1 ratio to either spironolactone or matched placebo by use of an independent web-based system, or TE-Tenella, and varying blocks of size 2 and 4. The purple highlight is the for number 10, which is to generate the random allocation sequence, who enroll participant, and who assign participant to intervention. The allocation sequence was generated by the system. And then here we got the 12A, which is a statistical method used to compare groups for primary and secondary outcomes. For table 3, I got 70A, which is for its primary and secondary outcome result for each group, and the estimate effect size and its precision, such as 95% confidence interval. So in the table 3, we got outcome. And then the next one, we got 40A, which is dates defining the periods of recruitment and follow-up, which is in the journal. We got recruitment participant from 5 June to 2019 to 31 August 2021, with an enforced pause from 23 March 2020 to 11 June 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And then the yellow highlight is a 30A, which is for each group, the number of participants who were randomly assigned received intent treatment and were analyzed for primary outcome. Okay, next we got 13B, for each group loses exclusions of after randomization together with reason. Participants were removed from analyze after being randomly assigned because 2 had recently changed contraception and 1 had a pregnancy test was incorrectly done after randomization. And then the next 16 is for each group number of participant denominator including in each analyze, and whether the analysis was by original assigned group. This change led to 201 women being assigned the intervention and 209 being assigned placebo. Okay, and in the red highlight, we got 9, which is mechanism used to implement the random allocation sequence, such as sequentially numbered containers, describing any step taken to conceal the sequence until intervention were assigned. Most women uh, increased to 2 tablets per day at their 6-week visit. The proportion of women on 2 tablets per day between 6 and 12 weeks was 343 of 358, and between 12 weeks and 20 weeks was 282 of 30 340, with similar percentage of both groups. And then the orange line, I got the number 17, which is for its primary secondary outcome result of each group and estimate effect size its precision. This is for 70A, and then the under the bottom is the orange line on the bottom is for 70B, which is it's for binary outcome presentation of both absolute and relative effect size in recommend. The next one is number 20, trial limitation addressing source of potential bias, impression, and if relevant multiplicity of analyze. The similarity in the reporting of side effect between groups in this trial is reassuring because provides research suggests that side effects are common, particularly menstrual irregularities, but this might be a feature of higher dose of spironolactone. We found that more than 95 of women 95% of women did increase their dose to 100 milligram. We might have seen greater effect of spironolactone at 12 weeks if participants had comment on 100 milligrams. Okay, and next one, number 22, which is interpretation consistent with result, balancing benefit and harms, and considering other relevant evidence. Overall, spironolactone provides a safe and effective alternative to oral antibiotic for adults, women with persistent acne. Okay, last but not least, the number 23, which is registration number and the name of trial registrar. Ethical approval for the trial was given by Wales Research Ethics Committee, or REC 3 in January 2019. The trial was registered prospectively and 8 rights. So, in conclusion, uh, we can find that we got the 1A, 1B, and that's it. I cannot find some of them. but okay, that concludes my presentation. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.